G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. Nearly said round the sea, that would have been silly. We are in the lower caverns of the flames that whisper, and we just cleared out the armory unintentionally, really. The plan had been to just sneak our way through and try and scout more of this area out, but when I said to go from here to here, apparently that was go around here. Because I didn't even realize these were connected, but they are. And then, yeah, that got the party into a silly spot. Okay, digging all day. I really wonder if this will work. I suspect it may lead to a fight. Gemstones glitter between the veins of iron ore. They're embedded deeply within the cave walls, and extracting them all intact will require a hammer and chisel as well as a deft touch. And let's do that. Dexterity 15, you manage to retrieve all the gemstones without damaging any of them. Sweet, and somehow that did not alert any of them. Oh, but it did break stealth. So that's great. Can you just pop it? Thank you. And can you kill, blind?
That's it.
Okay, you engage first, engage second, knock over, and wound, and attack, and in fact, how about you try and stun? Yeah, I thought that you might still manage to hit, which is inconvenient. But hey, you died. That was nice and quick because there's only 2 of them. And we got those gemstones, and we got this severed horn. And I guess this is a quest. The world around you blurs and fades to black. When your vision returns, you find yourself in a small wooden hut, its interior dimly lit by the embers in a nearby fire pit. You're wearing mail armor several sizes too large for you, and clutched in your hands is the ivory horn of some sea creature, one end sharpened to a point. What are we gonna do, Garrett? Your sister, Kaitha, huddles near you, her wide eyes fixated on the hut's door, which has been barred shut. The door shudders and splinters beneath heavy blows coming from the other side. Enraged growling can be heard just beyond the door. All at once, the world halts around you. The pounding stops. Wooden splinters from the door hang suspended in the air. Kaitha no longer trembles, no longer breathes, her eyes fixed in place like a doll's. The wisp of essence you had followed to this point in the memories dwindled to little more than a faint trail. However, by concentrating what might have happened next, you can sense whether it truly did. Let's go with... I think he waits. No sooner does your mind touch on the possibility that the world lurches back into motion than thunderous impact strikes the door. The door crashes inward as the young girl screams. A large creature resembling a bear, taller than any man in your tribe, steps into the hut with a triumphant roar. Attack the creature. The creature chortles and counters your attack with its massive paw, swatting you across the hut. Kaitha dodges past the creature and escapes the hut. Each breath is agony, but you clutch the horn defiantly as the creature advances. The snarling of the creature and your own belabored breathing fades. Is that how it happened? It's been so long. Hard to remember. I had the vision when I picked up a horn. Part of a helm, apparently. A helm. Yes, my helm. I remember it. But who was I? Why haven't I returned to the wheel? Maybe if you knew who you were, you would know whether it was time to move on. That helm is all that remains of my old life. If you found some of me within one piece, perhaps my memories are scattered along with the rest. I'll track down the other parts. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so we got ourselves a new task. This is theft, apparently. Okay. That implies a neutral faction, because as everyone knows, taking stuff that is monsters doesn't even count, really. Okay, so we want to go this way and deal with the whiners. And then the question is which way we go up. Probably, in theory, we want to go up the way that is not infested with ogres, but, you know, who knows. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go down this way, except you are going to be headed over here to Puppeteer. You are done, you are done. You stop sneaking. Gotta rush and puppet. Puppet before you get another chance. Gimme. Yes! That's what I wanted to see. And then everyone gets to do their thing. We get to do this. You get to kill things. You get to punch things.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Really? Wow, you still haven't been spotted? Let's do this. Okay, great. You knock him down. You two walk further in, but continue to kill. You two go over here to say hello to our new friend. It would be really nice if you didn't frickin' screw up your pathfinding all the time. I'll tell you what, you engage it melee and it crumbles pretty good. And now everyone can kill you. I guess we'll swap out and do this.
Just say the word.
And you know what you can do? You can also do this. That's right, fall over and then die.
Just say the word.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, there's another one of you down there.
Light, flame, and sound.
That seems remarkably silly. How did you not notice all of your buddies dying? Oh well. We'll do this, and then
Just say the
how
word.
about
I'm on.
you run up and stab, and then everyone kind of follows.
It.
Oh, you're meant to be on a melee weapon.
You're mine. You're. My mind.
There we go. Well, that was unfortunate for you, wasn't it?
I'll go on ahead.
Okay, now let's see
in
what cool
here.
things around
I'll do
here.
it.
Give me all your stuff. So this is all crafting ingredients. Probably makes sense for a smithy to have those. And that's potions of something. I don't even pay attention enough to know what they were. And that's about it. So they're definitely gearing up all their stuff here. Mine, armory, armory. 2 armories. That's, yeah, prepping. Alright, let's go up and see what we can do upstairs. Fast mode. I guess we don't need to sneak. We've already been around here. So let's just get going. And get up.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
I think I'd rather all of something good if it's useful. Huh. This is the scrying chamber. This is not actually something I'm really that keen to going into. Let's see something. Okay, this seems like a major point. We'll have a chat. Why
And if I
not?
find something good, you can have half.
I already heard that. Jeez.
Fish. Sweat.
Sulfur.
The ogre matron sniffs at the air, her nostrils wide and dark as two pistol barrels. I'm strangely offended.
You approach the flames that Whisper clan with the stink of stalwart heavy upon you. You fill our halls with dreams of battle and bloodshed.
I came here to talk on behalf of Stalwart. I'm just trying to protect the village.
What right have cowards and agitators to protection? The villagers spy on our camps and spoil our hunts. They pick us off only to retreat behind their walls. Like a crack in the ice, they spread deeper into our lands with each waning moon. But we'll answer them blow for blow.
Your ogres broke through the town stockades. Also, let's go with your villagers seek the White Forge. They're not after you.
Yet they come with weapons in hand, and mark their passage with the blood of my kind.
Wiry hairs bristle along her arms and
Then
neck.
their strength fails, so they send you to carve a path through the fallen keep.
Durgan's battery unsettles you.
Of course it does!
A hot breath hisses between bared teeth. The other ogres growl and glare at you. I think you have their attention, Ranneko.
It's the diseased carcass of a ruined civilization. It festers with restless spirits and rotten magics. I see.
She roars and clutches her head with wide, long-fingered hands.
Dreams. Hailstones falling like cannonballs from the ramparts. A frozen gale screeching through the tower door.
Her nails plow trenches through her ropey hair and raise a spot of crimson from her scalp. Finally, her growls subside and her breathing slows. She looks back at you with bloodshot eyes.
Dreams drove me to found this clan. Now my dreams tell me that Stalwart's ambition will destroy us.
Perhaps Stalwart means to drive you out. Oh no, let's go with... Dreams often communicate something of the
We
truth.
believe this too. Every matron earns her place by the power of her visions.
Interesting. She clenches her fists tightly, her knuckles cracking like gunshots. I like the... Well, firstly, it's interesting that all of these are very, firearm-based metaphors for her. And we're dealing with Durgan's battery, we're dealing with ogres that are literally picking up and using cannons, so they are also using firearms. So it's interesting to see this kind of language here. And obviously it's not a standard fantasy setting because it's the point where you have firearms, which are surprisingly rare in a lot of fantasy, even though they've been around a lot longer than you think. But anyway, like that's just an interesting thing to note. Also, I like the world building. It is nice when you get to talk to the monsters before the inevitable boss fight, which I think will be very hard to avoid here.
And now you'll tell me why you're here.
Let's go with, I heard another adventuring party. Members of the Leaden Key crossed your path. I'm looking for anything they might have found.
The Night Winds whispered this name to me. They found us, clubs and cannons ready. As for what we found on them...
Heavy plumes gust from her nostrils.
You may go in peace, but you will give up on Durgan's battery for good.
She lowers her chin to look you in the eye. The cave is silent, but for the rumbling breaths of other ogres. Until you know what lies in Durgan's battery, your clan will live in fear of the mystery. For several seconds, no one says anything. Berrigan watches you, while the other ogres watch her. Their hands tense around their clubs, and their lips pull back in toothy grimaces. Finally, her shoulders relax.
Then take the bounty of your foolish predecessors. May it serve you better.
Interesting.
You shall have the peace of flames that whisper.
Ah,
Wish you
okay.
hadn't left so many dead in our caves. I hope
That's...
your skills are as fine as your words. It is rare that a matron betrays her dreams.
Okay, that is definitely not what I had anticipated. Okay, and you walk off,
Just say the word.
and you walk away,
Not a
and
problem.
that implies I can perhaps get over here. Yes, yes.
That'll do it.
Bountiful healing, archer's gloves. Yeah. Gimme. You saw nothing? You literally saw nothing. Good. Alright,
Just say the
I'm
word.
genuinely surprised and pleased by the fact that I don't have to kill all of the ogres. Even if the downside is that I did kind of run into that problem of kind of falling to my death a little. Well, not to my death, but, you know, to great injury. And then we can kind of go through here. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, that's really cute.
Nice and quiet.
So, that's red, which I assume means you don't want to do this. You don't get caught doing this. So, let's just see what's around here. I don't think there's anyone we can talk to. Yeah, so basically if we did
Just
kill
say the
them,
word.
we could get all the sweet loot. But otherwise, I don't think... Yeah. You
Lead
can't
the way.
turn invisible outside of combat. I kind of... I really
the
wish that it wasn't just a combat power. Stealth should not be a pure combat power, but at least there's scouting mode, right? So, let's see. If I
problem.
go here... Let's quick save, and then see what
I'll have this open
happens.
in no time. That'll do.
Sweet.
Do it.
And I will take that stuff. Never mind me. Okay, so that's
I'm
all
here.
cool. And yeah, like the ability to freely explore these caverns. I mean, it would have been nice if there was more of a comment than I wish you hadn't killed so many of us. Like the fact that we killed all of the lower floors, which means that we significantly would have disrupted their mining operations. That would have been nice to actually have reflected. Okay, so nothing new to report. Taxes collected. Lost a little bit to bandits, that's fine, don't really care. Building, I guess that's... Oh, right. Whatever building was done has been completed. So let's actually build something new. What is a cool thing to build? Let's go with the woodland trails. Probably should have gone with the Warden's Lodge, actually. Whatever. I'll cope.
Just say the word.
Always do.
Just say the word.
I'll take their cheese or
Yeah.
topaz. Whatever it was. Ooh, there's more stuff over here. Okay, so like there's no other ogres to talk to. It would have been nice if there had been. That would have been pretty cool, actually. And yep, okay. So then the next thing to
Just say
try.
the word.
My dex is 18.
Not a problem.
So I think
Just
I
say
can
the
get
word.
the valuable items. Let's find out.
If secrets whisper he.
And then we will be done with the caves and we can go back to where we came from. Ah, right. So there's no other suitable anchor, so no, we've missed that opportunity to get the valuable items. So let's go back to town. That was a pretty cool encounter. What we could do is we could take a look at the stuff that we found. I should remember to swap hats at various points, but whatever. You can... Oh, right, and yeah, so like I've got a bunch of different things which are all based around that. Let's just put stuff in here, free up a bit of space. Potion of minor endurance. Can I... Yeah, stack that. Fantastic. That would mean this one also can stack. Brilliant. Okay, so now the last thing would be head back down. Just finish it. I need to read the new items I found. That's the thing I need to remember to do. But that's not something that's that important to do right now. Instead, let's actually, move across. I almost wish I could move while reading the item stuff because, I've now looked at everything.
Your friend?
What is it about Isilmir? Both great. It's just, well,
Ah, right, yeah.
spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says are not nearly as funny as you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Of course, like, how old is Aloth? Do we get that? Is Dear Gentry, does it have any other interesting tidbits about him? Personal? Nope. It does not give us, like, his age and background. No, thank you. Oh,
Just
nice.
say the
You can
word.
have your AI set to use per rest abilities or not. Cool. I mean, I never use it at all anyway. Examine the shrine more closely. Don't think we've got anything for that, because otherwise I assume it would have been brought up. So I guess we just leave. Head back to Stalwart Village. Yeah. So we got the stuff from the leaden key, and we then have... So we'll go through that leaden key stuff. Sense the presence of one of the pieces of Garrett's helm nearby. Cool. That's actually also pretty neat. So if we go in here, are any of them quest items? Battery relief tile, that doesn't actually tell me a whole lot. Tattered map is, yeah, the cluster of trees. Empty gift bearer chest. Yes, okay. So then the other pieces must actually just be pieces. So that's... Ah, right. So it doesn't dump it into your inventory. Leaden Key Expedition Journal. This leather-bound journal is embossed with the image of a key. Most of the pages are filled with rust-brown stains or writing too small to read. If you're able to decipher a passage near the end of the journal, could detect how the front door opens even after she pried the iron tile from the relief. The more I consider it, the surer I am that the old Valian was right. We'll have to dispose of him, but we can't afford to act until we've destroyed the White Forge. Even his meager knowledge was a revelation to us, and if he's right, we've got to hope that the cantic he speaks of was written down somewhere. We've decided to strike camp and search the area for books, records, something. Anything's better than sitting in the middle of a blizzard. Cool. And this is just jerky. Cool. I mean, it's not the worst or anything, but it's not anything I really care about, I think. This is also just fish. This can get dumped. This hood is just a hood of Mordecai. And leaden key robes. Yeah, that's also not actually very useful. What about that axe? No. All fine. So then, where would we go to find those pieces? Okay. And what does it mean by nearby? Does it mean somewhere in Stalwart? Does it mean we're very close to it?
Yeah.
Stag hide, bronze statue. I mean, I'll take this
I'm
stuff.
on it. I'll have this open in
That'll
no
do
time.
it.
That'll do it.
Steal from there. This is okay.
I heard the ogres outside, tearing down walls and murdering folk. Don't remember how things got this bad.
The elderly woman needs her hands. Her knuckles are swollen knobs and her palms are ridged with calluses that scrape and rasp as she rubs them together.
You're the new adventurer. Rennenguild's latest volunteer.
She squints at you, leaning precariously forward on her wobbling legs. I'd like to ask you about something.
Did you say something, dear?
Tell me about yourself.
I was the overseer at the mine, back when it was running. Got shut down decades ago when we couldn't sell or ship the stuff, but I still remember plenty about the mining business. And I got as many folk as I can digging out the entrance.
She taps her head, a spotted dome under a thinning thatch of hair.
Praying to the salty wench that I don't forget too much before they finish the job. Got to speak up?
Thanks. Yeah, don't care about
Leave
any
it
of
to me.
those. So that's that. That is not where it is, probably. So where, like, is there anything I can do to try and find it? If we go in here, running guild, we can talk there. Open, 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 open. Running
Any luck
guild.
with Durgan's battery?
Questions
The
about it?
Parkland Board
Nope.
was on your mind.
I would like
Adir
to know more
found it,
about
but after the
Stalwart.
Deerwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes.
Isn't Stalwart part of the deal?
Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Nope. Nope.
Nice and quiet.
And that doesn't have what we're after either. So I don't care. Okay, let's see. We're basically going to search each of the buildings for the horn, and then next time we will confront the church jerks. Okay, so the next step is Gref's Rest, I guess. Especially since we can hand in a quest there. You have stuff.
Please tell me you found it. I've got a craving like you wouldn't believe.
Under lock and key is an understatement.
Really? You did it! Oh, thank you! This is going to be great. And here's the money I promised. To the Lady of Cadnua.
Rayfield raises a bottle and takes a long drink.
That's, gods, that's a bit strange. Here, have...
About a coughing overtakes his words. Shit, is it
What?
poison?
No, it just tastes awful. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Awkward.
Did you see that? See, I think my tongue is going, wait, I can't feel my face.
Are you okay? Rayfield paws at his cheeks, then his nose with increasing desperation. A flailing finger catches him in the eye and he yelps, covering his face clumsily with both hands.
I think I bit my... But I can't feel a thing. This has to be Havrick's doing. He must have put something in the bottle. Please, you have to help me.
If this is a trick, Havrick's bound to have an antidote.
Sweet gods, I hope so. Please.
Okay, that's actually pretty awesome. Okay, so let's go. Tealdor? Tell me about the thermal pearl you wanted. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. So I guess we'll go in Gref's Rest. We'll hand in that quest, actually, because we got rid of the slaver very permanently, so you'll... That all on, I think it was, will be fine. And then we can talk to Havrick after we do that. Okay, let's see. It's back here. Oh
Something
no,
I can do for you?
she's the staff. This is where that guy is.
Any progress with Devala?
Okay, she said you agreed to your indenture and you killed a boy in your escape.
Thought you were going to get rid of Devala, not sell me out to her.
He takes a deep breath, but his eyes are still
What she
focused on
said
you.
is true. I had a gambling problem when I was younger. I've paid 7 years of my life for it. I won't pay any more. As for the boy, I didn't want to hurt him, but he saw me as I was sneaking out of the stockade.
His shoulders go limp and his gaze distant at the memory. He shakes his head.
I wish it had gone differently, but I'd do it again. Anything to keep from getting sent back to that place.
He looks at you again, backing away. I've already killed her.
Thank the gods. Every last one of them. I never thought I'd see this day, and thank you most of all. Here, take this, and tell Havrick that he can keep the rest of the week's fee. I'm off.
Okay, there we go. Overstaying is welcome, and still the stones added. The quest expires in 3 days. Okay, 15% experience, 5 months heroic, blah blah blah. I don't actually care about all that. Is there any way to find out more about the quest? Yes. Upper Julio farmers in the Ixamiddle Plains discovered a large and elaborate ring of small Adra pillars in a southern secluded valley. Though presumed to be connected to the Ingwithans in some way, the pillars not declared to be connected with any ruins. However, since the site was discovered, farmers from up to 50 miles away have gone missing, eventually discovered weeks or weeks later in the Ring of Stones permanently petrified. As the Upper Willow have little experience with Adra pillars, they're calling upon Returns, Deerwoodens, and Glenfathans for help. So, I mean, he seems like a good choice. So yeah, we'll send Hiramis down. And that's all good. And now let's talk to... what's-his-face? I really do like the music here, especially since, like, you've literally got the singer at various points.
Take this with my thanks. Didn't need his trouble around here. Anyway, what brings you back?
Rayful run afoul of a certain bottle of liquor.
So that little bastard finally got up the nerve to snatch it, did he? Well, serves him right. Maybe he'll think twice about stealing a man's vintage now that he's dribbling all over himself.
How long will the effects last?
You think I'd chance poisoning him with something I plucked off a bush? I made the stuff myself. It's not gonna wear off until I make an antidote.
You'd really leave him like that?
Wouldn't. Rayfall's a schemer. If he'd ask someone to steal for him, then you can imagine what else he gets up to.
Even so, I'd like to help him.
Yeah, I bet he's ballin'. Look, I dabble in chemicals, but it's never something I can't fix. He's only a few ingredients from a cure. You want to help him out, all you need is a river reed in the heart of an ice troll. You ought to find both by water. That creek out west, for instance.
A heart of a
You
what?
heard me? Ice troll. Really, Rayfall's getting off easy. Those traps cost me a fortune.
Yeah, but they were great. I mean, I got so many traps from it. Okay. So, a lovely drop. The creek out west. Haven't we already been there? Therefore, shouldn't we have those things? Apparently not. Alright, is there anything else in here?
Ooh. Still thought I'd found shelter when I stumbled across this little village. Guessing you did too, huh?
Vera raises a frosty mug to you. Even though the warmth of that hearth reaches you here, her hands are wrapped in weir wool and her ears muffled by a hat. Her face is the taut, wind-beaten look of someone who's recently come from the road.
As much blood as there was in the streets, I'm lucky the ale's still flowing.
She takes a drink and she tilts her head back. You see a bruise purpling her jaw and the crimson bloom of the scraped knuckles. What exactly happened to you?
I thought all the whispers about Durgan's battery were just village superstition. And maybe they are. But I might have been on my guard if I'd listened. I was part of an expedition, hunting for relics from Durgan's battery. And picked up a good haul, too.
She takes a slow swallow of her beer.
So it figures that's when the winds pick up and the sky starts dumping snow. We lost sight of the road. Meanwhile, something else found us. Took Liam out before we even realized we were surrounded. And then we see him coming out of the snow. These little four-armed wilder. Lagufoth, they're called.
She shakes her head, staring at the embers in the fire pit. Yeah, they suck.
Quick little bastards. Francesca and I held them off as long as we could, but when they filled her full of darts, I turned tail and ran. Found my way here and thanked my luck for escaping the Lagufoth. Then come to find out that this town's got an ogre problem.
I'm sorry to hear about your friends.
Kind sentiment. I'll mourn them when I get home. But I've got to retrieve our haul if I'm to have any hope of that.
I see.
Need to get those artifacts. Not that I'm in any shape to go after them myself. But I can't afford to return to Defiance Bay without something to show for my expedition.
Apprehension creeps into her expression. She stares into her mug, swirling its contents.
So you might be able to get past the Lagufoth. You're light on your feet.
She looks up from her mug, hopeful.
I'll give you a cut for anything you bring back, of course. I ain't asking for charity. I just can't afford to go home empty-handed.
Tell me what you're looking for.
Like I said, we were treasure hunting near Durgan's battery when we were ambushed. What else do you want to know?
Perception 13. Examine her teeth. As Farah talks, you notice her teeth and gums are stained with dark spots. Okay, I don't quite get why that is. What? Ranneko told me another expedition came through before I arrived. Was that you? Who?
No, that would have been somebody else. We didn't meet with Ranneko, or anyone else in town for that matter. We were operating on our own.
Why are these relics so important to
We
you?
took out several loans to pay for our trip out here. I'm gonna have trouble if I don't pay them back. What's left of it should be near Durgan's battery. If you stumble across just that it's been locked up tight for 200 years, which means that any trinkets from inside fetch a nice price.
Okay, so we got a new quest, but I really don't get that thing with the teeth. Ah, it's Ogre slaying friend. Have they crowned you the Queen of Stalwart yet? Friend doesn't mean to be an ass, just comes natural. What? I want a crown. Let's be going. I don't want to play card game. Alright, well that's that. We still haven't found the horn, but I guess next time around we will go and confront the church in their church. Because they have been not throwing out the things they said they'd throw out, which is bad. So, that will be interesting. Until next time, have a great day. Bye! Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends. And in the center there is a convenient subscribe button, just in case you need it.